The latest tease to the May issue of Empire magazine just dropped, and although it doesn't give us a new piece of concept art, they do talk about some of the emotional aspects of Fire and Ash. Avatar Theory here, hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day, and the latest article by Ben Travis talks about James Cameron's wife that bawled for hours after watching Avatar Fire and Ash. As mentioned, there's no new concept art as it only shows a picture of James Cameron and his wife, but the article goes, quote, James Cameron knows how to push emotional buttons. Titanic is, once the iceberg hits, an unabashed weepy. The lava thumbs up at the end of Terminator 2 will have the hardest hearts melted down to scrap, and Avatar 2 are packed with devastating moments, from the destruction of Home Tree to the death, spoiler alert, of Jake and Neytiri's eldest son, Metkayina, sequel. But by the sounds of it, the third Avatar movie, the upcoming Fire and Ash, might be the most emotional of the bunch, even when viewed in unfinished form. Case in point, Cameron's own wife, SUZY Cameron, saw a version of the film from late last year, and per her filmmaker husband, was completely overwhelmed with emotion. Cameron states, quote, my wife watched the whole thing from end to end. She had kept herself away from it, and I wasn't showing her bits and pieces as we went along. This was December 22nd. She bawled for 4 hours. She kept trying to get her shit back together so she could tell me specific reactions, and then she'd just tear up and start crying again. Finally, I'm like, honey, I've got to go to bed. Sorry, we'll talk about it some other time. End quote. While SUZY has a closer relationship to the Avatar story than most, Cameron is confident that her reaction will be echoed by audience members when they see Fire and Ash at the end of 25. Cameron concludes, quote, she's a pretty good bellwether. She called the ball on Titanic and Avatar 2, so I trust her heart on it. End quote. So as mentioned, the article here doesn't go too much into detail about character-specific moments or doesn't reveal to us any new details on Avatar Fire and Ash, but aside from being jealous that she was able to view Avatar 3 this early, it does seem like Fire and Ash will be certainly one hell of an emotional ride. It's a bit still early to predict who will die and who will survive, but I do feel that there's going to be some big deaths in Avatar Fire and Ash. With Avatar The Way of Water, I was able to predict some deaths early on, so I do wonder if I will be able to do the same again. And I've already stated before that I predict that Norm will die in Avatar Fire and Ash, but again, it is still a bit early to tell. But what are your thoughts on this, and what do you think will be the big emotional ride or the big emotional moment in Avatar Fire and Ash? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. And until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.